In the shadows of Kumasi, where ancient wisdom meets modern mystery, some secrets refuse to stay buried. They say the dead cannot speak. But in Ghana, we know better. March 15th, 2023. The golden city of Kumasi awakens to another ordinary day. But in the upscale residential area of Ahodwo, something extraordinary is about to unfold. Something that would challenge everything we think we know about justice, truth, and the voices of the dead. 6:47 a.m. Akosua Mensah, a domestic worker, arrives at the sprawling compound of businessman Kwame Asante. She's worked for the Asante family for 8 years. She knows every corner of this house, every routine, every sound. But today, the silence feels different, heavy, wrong. In the study, slumped over his mahogany desk, lies 52-year-old Kwame Asante. Successful businessman, pillar of the community, father of 3, dead. At 7:03 a.m., the Ghana Police Service receives the call. By 7:30 a.m., the scene is secured. By 8 a.m., Detective Inspector Samuel Osai arrives. A man caught between two worlds, trained in modern forensic methods but raised with traditional Akan beliefs. Detective Osei surveys the scene with methodical precision. No signs of forced entry, no obvious wounds, no blood. To the untrained eye, Kwame Asante appears to have died peacefully at his desk, but Detective Osei's trained eye catches what others miss. The positioned body, too perfect, the spotless desk, too clean, the faint, sweet smell lingering in the air, too suspicious.
Photograph everything, dust for prints. I want toxicology reports within 48 hours. And call the fetish priest.
Sir, did you say...
You heard correctly. Some cases require different approaches.
In London or New York, this statement would end a career. In Kumasi, it might just solve a murder. The Asante family gathers in their living room, a portrait of grief and suspicion. Every murder case begins with the same uncomfortable truth. The killer is usually someone close to the victim. Margaret Asante, the widow, 48 years old, married for 23 years. Her tears seem genuine, but Detective Osei notices her hands. Steady, controlled, not the hands of a woman in shock. Junior Asante, the eldest son, 26 years old, recently graduated, unemployed. He stands apart from the family, arms crossed, jaw clenched. Anger or grief, sometimes they look the same. Ama Asante, the daughter, 22 years old, university student. She hasn't stopped crying since the police arrived. But Detective Osei observes something else. Relief. Brief, almost imperceptible, but there.
When did you last see your father alive?
Yesterday evening, around 9 p.m. He was working in his study as usual.
We argued yesterday about money, about my future. He said some things.
Papa was stressed lately. Business problems. He wasn't sleeping well.
3 family members, 3 different stories, 3 potential motives. But Detective Osei knows that in Akan culture, the truth isn't always found in words alone. While the family grieves and suspects, modern science begins its work. The toxicology lab in Accra receives tissue samples. The fingerprint analysis reveals expected prints, family members, household staff, business associates. But science, for all its precision, cannot answer every question. It cannot explain why Kwame Asante's body was found in a position that suggests he was moved after death. It cannot explain the faint residue of a substance that doesn't match any known poison in their database. Most puzzling of all, it cannot explain why his personal safe was open, yet nothing appeared to be missing.
The preliminary results are unusual. We found traces of a plant-based compound, but it's not in our system. It's not Western. It's something else.
Something traditional?
Possibly. You might need to consult other experts.
3 days pass, the investigation stalls, the family grows restless, the media begins asking questions. Detective Osei faces the reality that modern investigative methods might not be enough. In Western countries, this is where the case might go cold, filed away, marked as suspicious death, cause unknown, but this is Ghana. And in Ghana, the dead have always had ways of speaking. The call comes at sunset. Nana Osei Bonsu, the most respected traditional priest in the Ashanti region, agrees to come, not to perform superstition or theatrics, but to use methods passed down through generations. Methods that read signs modern forensics cannot see.
Tomorrow, we try a different approach. Tomorrow, we let the ancestors speak.
Sir, are you sure about this? What if headquarters finds out?
What if they do? What if we solve this case using every tool available to us, modern and traditional? What if we find justice for Kwame Asante and his family?
The line between ancient wisdom and modern investigation is about to be crossed. In the shadows of Kumasi, where gold was once king and spirits still walk among the living, a new kind of detective work is about to begin. As night falls over the Golden City, Detective Osei makes a decision that will change everything. Tomorrow, science and spirituality will work side by side. Tomorrow, the traditional and the modern will unite in pursuit of truth. But tonight, in the silence of his study, Kwame Asante's spirit grows restless. In Akan tradition, the dead cannot rest until justice is served, and sometimes, just sometimes, they find ways to help solve their own murders. What secrets will the traditional investigation reveal? What will the ancestors show that modern forensics missed? And most importantly, what really happened in that study 3 nights ago? Join us next time as we witness something unprecedented. The fusion of 21st century detective work with ancient Akan spiritual investigation. This is The Talking Corpse of Kumasi, and you're watching Untold Shadows. Part 2, The Ritual Begins, coming soon.